What do I always lose at?
You don't ever lose.
That's all I need to hear. That was right. I don't lose.
Everyone feels the same pain when losing something dear. You and I have both experienced that pain. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine.
Wake up to reality.
How do you describe the emotion you're feeling right now?
Just surreal. It's truly a blessing. I'm so happy for the city. I'm happy for our team. You know, man, the city needed this one.
Boy, oh boy, where do I start? The Eagles are world champs. They are Super Bowl champs. They have just done the unthinkable. Going into this game, if you told me that the Eagles were going to blow out Mahomes and the Chiefs, I wouldn't believe you. I can't believe what we have just experienced, what just happened, and what we watched. Going into this game, just some things I want to point out. Defense absolutely was a turntable in this game. It was insane to see how good and crazy Vic Fangio just designed everything for this game. The Chiefs just looked lost out there. I don't think I've ever seen something like that. They were just lost. Going in the beginning, of course, you know, you had that A.J. Brown hit along with the Dallas Goedert hit. I didn't think it was a flag on A.J., and I didn't think it was a flag on Goedert. I think that was just a makeup call. I'll take it. From the jump, it looked like a tight game just from that. So I was a little worried going into things, but it turned out pivotal and great. You know, we go down, the Eagles go down. They throw a good pass to Dotson. Hurts was just on. They couldn't cover one-on-one at us all game. I mean, you can't cover Dotson one-on-one with one of their cornerbacks. You're definitely not covering AJ or Smitty. There's just, from there, you just knew it was going to be a good night. And yeah, I still thought it was going to be close. I mean, I thought we were going to be down by halftime, but and then winning the second half, man, I didn't mean, when it was, what was it, 24-0, 27-0 at halftime, I didn't think the game was over. I was still scared. I was worried. You know, Hurts ended up scoring from a rushing touchdown. You know, Elliott was an unsung hero in this, if you ask me. We all were worried about Elliott, and he showed out tonight. What was he, 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 on field goals? Didn't miss one. Shout out Elliott. We're not giving up, not letting that pressure get to him. Clutch in the moment again to win his second ring also. He was a rookie when we won our first ring. Shout out Josh Sweat on the defense. He played an absolute game. He had another close pair to a sack. I mean, he could have been Super Bowl MVP also. He played one hell of a game. One hell of a game. And then, you know, we have AJ right before the halftime. AJ was open. That was set up by a Zach Bond pick. Of course, we had the Cooper DeJean pick 6, which just brought the house down. I don't think I've ever been happier to see a play in my life. I think that is probably going to be one of my favorite Super Bowl memories of all time. Of course, from the first one and the Nick Foles touchdown, that pick 6 was electric. My mouth and my cheeks are so, that still sounds bad, are sore because of I'm smiling so much. It was such a good night. I mean, by halftime, I'm kind of smiling. I'm happy, but by the time the third quarter came to like 5 minutes and they still haven't scored, that's when everything started to settle in, and that defense just absolutely posterized Mahomes. I mean, again, just we were everywhere, and it wasn't like the Chiefs played horrible. And well, they did. They played absolutely horrible. But that's the thing. They weren't there tonight. I mean, a lot of things opened up for the Chiefs. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins dropped that pass over the middle, wide open, going towards our sideline. I couldn't believe that. Wide open, he dropped it. The one pass to Kelsey right before, I think, the Zach Bond pick. Mahomes just threw it right at his feet. I mean, Kelsey probably has a first down there with a good catch. A good ball by Mahomes. Mahomes just looked uncomfortable tonight. He wasn't there. It was very odd to see it. It's almost like everything that could have went our way definitely went our way in fate, and I believe that's the football gods coming back and giving us the favor from years prior to what happened in the Super Bowl with us, with the Chiefs. Still don't like the foul call there. I still think if they picked up the flag, it could have. If we lost that without the flag, I would have been fine, you know, because we got absolutely dismantled on defense. But I mean, this is what happens when you pressure Mahomes with our defense, and this is exactly what is going to be known across the league. This is something that the NFL is going to take big looks into. Like the league is a copycat league, and what the Eagles just did to Mahomes tonight I'm not going to say, I can't really say it's going to slow him down because we know how Mahomes is. But to see him like that is just odd. The last time we see Mahomes like that was the Super Bowl against the Bucks, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, he came and he bounced back and he won 2 more after that, playing in his 3rd, which was tonight. But I mean, I still can't believe the Eagles won. It's still settling in me that we have got a ring. I mean, Hurts play, and then of course Hurts threw another touchdown to Smitty on a absolute bomb, which I couldn't believe. It's just it was like I said, it's just something to take in and be happy for. The Eagles, we have 2 rings. Be worried and be scared if you're not an Eagles fan, because this team is young. Most of these players are coming back next year. I mean, and it's gonna be scary. You do not want to face this team if they're gonna be that same exact team. Fangio staying. I mean, it is hard, of course, to win 2 Super Bowls, yet alone get to 1. I mean, get to 3 with the Chiefs did is unbelievable. But we just absolutely shut them down, and I'll be a little worried about the Eagles. I would like to enjoy this moment, but this is a statement to the whole league to watch out. Some other things I wanted to say that I thought were crazy about the Super Bowl with Mahomes. Mahomes had 17 passing yards, which was his fewest in a first quarter this season. It might have been his whole career. He was averaging 57 yards in a quarter entering the game. And we held him to, I think by halftime, we held him to like 60 or something. The Chiefs had 14 yards on their first 5 drives. First 5 drives, 15 yards. Wow. The fewest yards they had on their first drives of any game started by Mahomes. This is playoffs or regular season. Mahomes threw his first postseason pick 6, which was to Cooper DeJean, touchdown, 38-yard, and on Cooper DeJean's 22nd birthday. Funny enough, the only other player to score in the title game on their birthday was Steve Van Buren, who was also an Eagle. Fun fact. Mahomes came the first QB in Super Bowl history to take consecutive sacks before throwing a pick 6 in a span of 3 plays. Woo! For the first time in his career, Mahomes threw 2 interceptions in the first half of a playoff game. Yeah, Mahomes' 43% completion percentage in the first half was the 2nd lowest rate in the first half in his career. Better than only his 42% completion percentage versus the Chargers in Week 2 of 2020. Mahomes finished the first half with 33 passing yards. There you go. 33. I said 60. 33. Oh, wait. I don't know what I said. I forget. The fewest he had in the first half of any game in his career, and it came in the biggest game of them all. I mean, he knows this team. Mahomes was 1 of 6 with 2 interceptions on passes of more than 5 air yards. He was 14 of 22 with a touchdown on those throws for his career in the postseason prior to Sunday. Wow. So now he will be 15 and 28. He became the 2nd QB in Super Bowl history to throw an interception on consecutive pass attempts. Greg Morton did it twice with the Cowboys and then with Denver. The Chiefs did a cross midfield into their 10th drive, snapping a 9-drive streak, the longest by any team in Super Bowl history. Jesus. The Chiefs' stretch of 9 possessions without scoring was their longest with Mahomes starting, regular season or playoffs. Mahomes was sacked 6 times this Super Bowl, the most he has taken in a game of his career, regular season or playoffs. He's the 2nd QB in Super Bowl history to take 6 sacks against 4 or fewer pass rushers. The Cowboys' Roger Staubach took 6 also in Super Bowl 10 against the Steelers, so we have tied a record. Mahomes had 42 dropbacks without being blitzed. This is the 2nd most in Super Bowl history. A starting QB has faced 0 blitzes in Super Bowl 5 times previously, but none since the Bears' Rex Grossman in Super Bowl XLI. And then finally, Mahomes was 3 of 8 for 43 yards with a touchdown and interception under pressure. It's insane. He still didn't play a bad game at all. I still think Mahomes is a great QB, but tonight he got what was coming. This defense was hungry, and it just absolutely demolished Mahomes. I mean, I can't be any happier to see exactly what this Eagles team did. It was great. I'm still in shock. I'm still happy to Billy into everybody, man. Let's enjoy this moment. Just some facts I wanted to point out. They said Hurts gonna do. If you didn't see that Jordan commercial with Hurts, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. They said that Hurts wasn't they said Nolan Smith was a bust. They said Jalen Carter, he shouldn't do it. He's going to get in too much trouble. They said Jalen Hurts was a system QB and he can only run the ball. They said A.J. Brown's a crybaby. Smitty was too small. Saquon was at the end of his career. He was washed. They said Dallas is too hurt. They said the line couldn't do anything. Lane Johnson's off the juice. They said Cam Jurgens can't play center. All this stuff that they said. They said that Vic Fangio can't turn around a defense. They said that Cuber DeJean and Quinn Young can never starting defense in this league. They can't play cornerback. They can't play slot. All this shit that they said about the Eagles. Everything that they said. The Eagles just got their second ring in under 10 years. We have been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 3. It's insane to think about. We finally have a second ring. Philly, man, enjoy it, love it. We're Super Bowl champs, man. What a night last night. I'm very happy. I can't wait to see what goes on. This is a team to look out for and be worried for. Again, Barkley had the greatest running back season I think in NFL history this season, with a ring to top it off. He's in Hall of Fame conversation, and Hurts wins another one. He's definitely in Hall of Fame conversation. So, man, enjoy this, guys. We're Super Bowl fucking champs. Go Birds, baby. Love you guys. See ya.
3, 2, 1. It's over. The Philadelphia Eagles have won Super Bowl 59. They have beaten the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22. It's their second Super Bowl win in 7 years. What a game. What a season. What a team. The greatest Eagles team in modern history. Eagles fans, savor it and rejoice.